Hey, it's Kai, and welcome to the new Bio Objectives 4 and 5. These things definitely kicked up the difficulty level. And this is the team I'm using: Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel, Miles Morales, Antivenom, and Symbiote Spider-Man. Reason being, it is a war of attrition. This fight took me a little over 10 minutes, so feel free to skip ahead or skip to the different parts you need. But main thing I was looking for in this, once you get down to two characters, or two enemy, then a new wave drops. So I wanted to make sure to get rid of Bishop and Phoenix. Like, make sure you get rid of them, because otherwise they can be really nasty when everyone else drops. Also, try and have the others a little bit lower in life. So when you go from 5 to 4 to 3, yeah, the other two are kind of a little lower if you can do that. Also, something I noticed, instead of using ultimates and specials right away, like right here with Miles, it's a lot better to do to use your basics. You use your basics, you pick and choose, you kind of control the pace of the fight. Now right here, I know I would have liked to have Phoenix down first, but since she's going to turn into Dark Phoenix, that's still technically 3. So we don't have the wave drop yet on us, and I want to get Squirrel Girl to heal up and get rid of all of these debuffs on us. Now, she doesn't get the heal off before she heals. That's the only thing it kind of stacks. So she heals, and then the heal off cleanses. So that's why I have Antivenom in here, because not only for his special, he heals everyone, he also puts immunity on them, which can be really helpful to fight the enemy debuffs, because those are what literally slow you down. Also, in this difficulty, I had Antivenom as a striker, so he could get in there. Him and Miles Morales were my two strikers, getting in there on the vulnerables, get some double taps in. However, in the next fight, I changed him to healer, which that made all the difference. So we stun Cersei here because she's just a pain. Can't have her going rampant. But you got to keep in mind, like, I'm not too worried about Carnage or Scream or Colossus or Groot. Like, I was like, who's the lower ones that I could start whittling down? And I don't want Rocket to do his ultimate while Groot's on the field, because that's wiping the whole run. So Carnage is usually weaker, so I started picking down on him just to get someone down and out. Also just doing some AoEs over here. Fortunately, Colossus gets that taunt in there. And now we're just kind of slowly controlling it. Here we get Squirrel Girl up. That's what you really want to manage, are her heals. Like, between her heals and Miss Marvel's taunts and Antivenom's heals, those are the kind of things you want to just constantly keep your eyeball on. So you can almost always have one of them ready to heal next turn. And if you don't need it, don't use it. That's one of the biggest takeaways I found. All right, we'll get Carnage out of here. And with Antivenom's ultimate, like, it flips some debuffs that he steals from them. So right in here, I'm always trying to steal defense up. That's my main one. If they have defense down or slow, I want to attack that person, because my team gets defense up and we get speed. So those are the two things we really want to look for. Defense up being the number one, because they can deal out a lot of damage real quick here. Now we get rid of Rocket so he doesn't go ham on us. All right, now we got to kind of reassess. I'm like, all right, well, Cersei, got to get her out of here. And also, you don't want Antivenom doing his special, because then you got to remember, there's another Antivenom, there's a Scream, and there's a Carnage. He will bring one of them back. So that's just adding on to your troubles. Here, we didn't need the heal, but I'm looking at the field, and I'm like, I don't want to get, we got double Cersei and stuff. I don't want to get a lot of debuffs on us. So I might as well heal up to max and get those the immunities on us. That kind of gives me at least a fighting chance here. And also, if this route doesn't work for you right off the bat, it's not a one-shot. It definitely took a few tries. RNG plays a role in here. So I'm just wondering if I did Anti-Venom as healer for this run on difficulty 4 instead of having him as striker, if that would have made a difference. Because then he's blue ISO healer, so he's throwing out a regen on someone each turn. So that could be invaluable. Definitely came in handy at the next difficulty. So let's end out the Anti-Venom Revive Scream. So we got to deal with that, but I'll take her out quick because she's got kind of a higher speed bar and can do some damage. So between her and Cersei, I want both of them gone. Also, couldn't really stun too many other people because they had immunity on them. So that was one thing I was looking at too. Like, who doesn't have immunity? Because I'm not going to waste a Symbiote Spider-Man stun slam if on someone that's not going to get stunned. That's just silliness. All right, and also Miles' special is huge because since I have Striker on him, not only does he double tap, but if someone's about to heal, go off, something like that, I look for that person. Sherry was pretty high up there, so I didn't want her going. Squirrel Girl cleanses again, which is so huge. Now let's get defense up for everyone again. Now and the speed up. Well, at least speed up for my symbiotes, but defense up for everyone else. So that's why I went after Groot there, because I was like, that's the perfect combo I want. Now Sherry was about to go off, but luckily it was just her basic attack. Now Miles gets that ultimate again, so that does some good damage. And now we're in pretty good shape. Just got to play safe. Keep your eye on the ball here. All right, and I also look for people that, if I'm not sure who to attack, see who has defense down, because they will take double that damage. So it's just a lot smarter to go after them instead of just, I want to attack this target, but they have a defense up, and just go after the low-hanging fruit, whoever's weaker, go after them. And with Symbiote Spider-Man, he also, his basic, as you know, puts out defense downs, which help out greatly. All right, heal up, immunity on, get rid of her. Now we're just down to 3. See that defense down on Groot. I would have gone for Cersei, but she's got slow on. And I want the adjacent attacks to go on over there, so I figure if I could just end Groot's life real quick. Send Groot back to the root, then he wouldn't be able to cleanse, heal, I'm thankful he didn't revive there. So that's a little bit of RNG, luck in our favor. Now we're just going to focus down Cersei, keep everyone's health up so nothing wild happens, put some defense downs with the basic. And that's pretty much it for difficulty 4. And starting difficulty 5 now. I did switch Anti-Venom up to healer because he wasn't cutting with Striker, so his extra healing. And I did a little repositioning. And also, I took out Symbiote Spider-Man and put in Ghost Spider. Because her doing her extra attacks, spreading debuffs, all that, it really helps out. So what I avoided doing again is all my ultimates. Like, I'm using Miles Morales' special, slow her down, because Invisible Woman right off the bat, if she gives everyone barrier, that gets really annoying. So the 2 I'm really concerned about in this are Invisible Woman, because she pairs up with She-Hulk, and then Loki, actually. Because next wave, as soon as you kill 2 of these, the next wave comes down, and there's a whole bunch of Asgardians in there. And that's where I was running a problem with Thor and Sif and everything. It's just, it was bad news bears all the way around. All right, we get rid of Invisible. Turned her really invisible. Still saving Spider-Man's ultimate because it seems like a waste, on just to have 4 enemies, and especially when he can use his basic and he has Striker on him, so anyone with vulnerability he'll get that double tap in there and get some decent damage. And Ghost Spider with her extra like little hits she does, big help. Between her and like Gambit for mutants, those always help out a lot. All right, now we're working on She-Hulk. No choice because she taunts, but now we got Disrupt on her. And I just used the basic there just to get rid of her, because all we really have here is a bunch of Loki clones. It's not the worst. All right, now the next wave should be dropping. Oh yeah, we got a couple of Loki clones out there. So that actually helped out a lot too, because now it goes down to 3, like I said, and the next wave drops. And my big concern in this one is that Falcon. This first attack, not so much. Let's heal up with Squirrel Girl, get some debuffs off. But when his second attack, when he does his special and gives everyone a speed boost, they usually just did 1 barrage of attacks on you, and then they'll do a second barrage and take you out. So that's not good. So I'm looking around, making sure counterattack doesn't stop her adjacent attacks. So we went with her special there. Just basics. Basics are your friend in this fight, I found out. Now is a good time where we're going to double tap Thor or double tap the Falcon because he has vulnerability on him, and use Miles' ultimate. So we got a bunch more disrupts, bunch more damage. That Falcon is almost down and out. Since I took off Stryker, I could have killed him there with Anti-Venom, but I want to keep everyone's health up. Health up and have those immunities out there. That's big part of it. Now here, this is great because with Ghost Spider, we get not only hurt that Falcon, but we get to spread his slow and disrupt to everyone on the field and get a few, ghost a few of the enemy. And now, since she gets taunt, I definitely like to keep Miss Marvel up, but just using her basic right now because she still is at 50, 60 health. And now Thor becomes my concern because he can do some of that massive AoE damage, stun people. Between him and Zemo, like being speedy. And also we got Taskmaster over there, which is highly annoying. But getting a disrupt on Sif, then you can kind of forget about her a little bit because she can do a bunch of damage. But as long as she doesn't have that taunt on her, so she's taunting you and counterattacking everything, that gets pretty unfortunate if you're stuck in that kind of loop. It can cause wipes. All right, now get Miss Marvel back up to life. See, that's why we like to save the heals to when you actually need them. And Taskmaster, I did make a mistake here. I left him with offense up, so he does some big damage here, which I was looking at Ghost Spider, and I was like, oh, bye. See ya. But fortunately, she survived, and now those my healers are healing us, which is perfect. Because we're down to 5, so now we're thinking about it. Got to manage. Okay, where's priority? Because we also have Electro over there, but okay, Sif has the defense down. She also has vulnerability, so she's taking extra damage. Let's get some adjacent attacks. And now this is... I almost healed here, which I should have done, but I figured everyone would get an evade, and all those buffs would help out more. So that's what... When Sif just had so many buffs, so like, Anti-Venom, do your thing, brother. But also heal there might have been the better play. But luckily, now I get to heal in. Everyone's pretty high up in the health pool. Now we'll work Sif down. Keep everyone high up. Get off any of the slows. Come on, Miss Marvel. Generate some energy. And Miles. Stop Hulk. I love that special phase, just slowing her down. He goes stealth. And I like his position in the middle, so he breaks up chains. Now we can take out Electro. And that's pretty much the fight. Congratulations. If you got this far, then you just 3-starred Bio Difficulty 5. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.